to Your Wrong About Musicals. I'm Esmé,
I'm Nell.
and today we are going to be doing a news roundup and What's on Stage Awards chat. There's a lot more news happened this week than I thought, because I did have the thought at one point this week, oh my god, like, we've got this news episode and nothing's happened, and then I sat down and thought about it, I was like, oh wait, a lot has happened. Like quite big talky ones. Nell's nodding her head, she agrees with me.
We've had a little debrief before we started recording.
Yeah, we were just talking about something we cannot talk about, because we will be doxing ourselves. So, and then we're like 1 second after, like we were like, okay, time to start recording.
Okay, let's start.
Let's start. Let's just jump. Do we have any personal things we'd like to share, or no? Or
It will have just been Valentine's Day when this comes out. It's Valentine's Day in 2 days.
It's not a holiday.
I've already told Esmé my plans.
Yeah, I'm not observing.
Not observing.
I'm not observing the holiday.
I'm not practicing.
I'm not practicing Valentine's Day.
I only do the big holidays.
I only do the big ones. I don't even celebrate Easter like that. Just eat some chocolate.
That's all you need to celebrate.
That's all you need to celebrate Easter.
My Valentine's plans, for those curious.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure many of you are.
Yeah.
Esmé laughed at them. I'm waking up at midday because I have no classes on a Friday. And then I'm going to Sainsbury's and I'm buying a £4 bottle of Echo Falls.
Yeah.
A bar of chocolate and maybe a bag of crisps, and that's my Valentine's Day.
What are you listening to?
I'm listening on my CD player to the CD Grace by Jeff Buckley.
What am I doing? I'm going to the library and then I'm meeting a friend for coffee at like 12, I said. Yeah, I said 12. And then I'm going back to the library and then I'm probably going to go home and watch some films. I've been really into watching films recently.
That's good.
Yeah, I watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days for the first time. I watched Saturday Night, the film about how Saturday Night Live came to be, like the bits leading up to it. I can't say I know anything more about Saturday Night. It's also how I feel about the Bob Dylan biopic. I loved the Bob Dylan biopic, but because there are
I really want to go see it.
You would really like it, actually. I thought about it. You would really like it. I also recommended it to another friend because I was like, there are scenes in here that would just a manufacture.
Do that on Valentine's Day.
Huh?
Maybe I'll book a ticket to go see a complete unknown.
You should. I would go see the Bridget Jones film, but I said I'd wait for my friend to go see it, and she's gone off to Canada. So
boo,
boo to her.
I don't think what other personal news we have.
I got some free pizza yesterday. That was pretty sick. Shout out to my uni.
That was big.
That is the only thing about my uni on here because they're really pissing me off at the moment.
Oh my god, I will actually say something.
Mm-hmm.
There's this bitch in my dissertation class.
I've heard about this. This is why I'm laughing.
I actually have no ill will towards her. She seems lovely. I have my class with her tomorrow, and I'm gonna try and become her friend. But she's a bitch because her dissertation topic that she came up with before I could articulate my own is the politics of Hadestown. Fuck you. So now I can't do the politics of Hadestown for my dissertation. So I'll do something else, which I think will be more interesting for me. And also, I think honestly, if I did do Hadestown, I would hate Hadestown by the end of it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad. Yeah, I'm gonna bring her my copy of Working on a Song and be like, hey, have you read this? I just thought if you hadn't, I would offer it to you. I love musicals.
Read it. I bet you she's read it. If you're planning on doing your diss on Hadestown.
I hope so, but like, because my thing is at least in my experience, it was pretty hard to find a copy of it.
Yeah, because I did just do the audiobook because I was like, I just kind of needed to listen to it. I was like, I'll get the audiobook.
Whereas I'm like, if I can give you a copy, you can take pictures to have. If you have post-it notes, you can like write on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can annotate it straight on the book. I love having books with other people's annotations.
Have you annotated it? Working on a song?
I haven't. I'm going to. I think
before we see it.
Yeah, either before we see it or just after we see it.
Yeah, like little trade.
Which, if I give it to her, will put a wrench in plans. But
Maybe be like, I need it back by this date because I'm seeing the original Broadway cast.
I'll slip that into conversation.
Yeah,
I'm
that's why.
actually seeing the original Broadway cast.
That's why we waited in line for 3 hours for tickets because we wanted to flex on people. We don't actually care
Yeah,
about seeing it. We're not actually going to go see it. We just want to say we have tickets.
there's a certain person who you cannot say that in front of because they already think we don't deserve tickets.
Yeah, someone in our lives doesn't. Someone said to me, "Why are you and Nell going? I should be going." And I went, "Get fucked." And then I started having me and my friend, like other friend, who was just there, sat there like, I actually can't believe I'm having to be forced to have a conversation about Hades Town yet again. Um, it was like, Esmé, I've lost my heart-eyed sunglasses. No, she's
Oh
lost the red
no.
ones. There's still the black ones, and then there's the bejeweled white ones. Anyway, if
Anyways, news.
news, this is all gonna be cut. None of this can stay. Um, Titus Burgess will be playing Mary Todd Lincoln in Oh Mary. Now, this is massive for me. This is huge, huge.
We need to be in New York.
All the influencers doing their little group trip to go see Operation Mincemeat first Broadway preview. What if I need to do that to go see Titus Burgess in Oh Mary?
You stole my plane seat, quite frankly.
God, I don't think you understand how big this is for me. I love
Huge for Esmé.
Titus Burgess, and I am just picturing Titus Andromedon from Unbreakable Kimmy Smit playing Mary Todd Lincoln, but I think that could be a great character choice. What the hell are you doing now?
No, sorry, it's literally nothing to do with any of this.
Oh, thank God.
It's just insane.
Are you still watching clips?
No, it's about Lovejoy.
Oh God.
They're playing the same festival as Hosier
Don't bring Hosier into this.
on a different week, but they're playing with Benson Boone.
I hate Benson Boone. He's on my shit list as well.
Anyone else interesting they're playing with? A few people, but no one that interesting. That's crazy. I didn't think they were still booked.
Anywho. This is massive for me. I'm imagining him as Titus Burgess, as Titus Andromedon, playing Mary Todd Lincoln, and I think that could work.
I think that's kind of perfect, actually.
I think he should just do that, and I would be there. Again, if you missed the She Loves Me episode where I just spent about solid 20 minutes talking about how much I love Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Tina Fey, unfortunately, I believe is one of the funniest women living. So, moving on to something I was right about. We were both right about. Gatsby.
We should have put money on it.
Genuinely, but I'm so glad because I'm pretty sure there is a clip of us saying Frances Bailey McCann should play Daisy.
Yeah.
Frances Bailey McCann and Jamie Moscato will play Daisy and Gatsby on the West End at the Coliseum. Further casting to be announced at some point this week, probably tomorrow, knowing our luck. I'm thinking Amber Davies as Jordan. Amber Davies, if you are American and don't know who she is, she was on Love Island. One of the I think she's on one of the big seasons of Love Island.
I can look it up.
She got pretty far. I think she won it.
How did you spell her name? Do you know?
Davies, I think the normal way.
Thanks, man.
Huh?
She won the third series of Love Island.
Yeah, she won. I've seen her perform. I saw her in Bring It On. And there's a joke in Bring It On. She played Campbell. There's a joke in Bring It On where it's and who would want to embarrass themselves on national TV for some money? And then she almost broke character and just deadpanned to the audience. And it took everyone, at first people laughed and haha, that's Amber Davies, and who was on Love Island. And then it took people a moment to go, oh crap, we can laugh at this. But so happy for Frances Bailey McCann. I will be in attendance if that wasn't clear already. Also, Moulin Rouge fans. Again, if you would like to come on the podcast and explain to me why Gatsby is worse than Moulin Rouge, I'd appreciate that. You know?
No one's going to take that offer
No one's going to
for
take
a
that.
number of reasons.
It just always makes me chuckle. You know? I was like, I get the Moulin Rouge love a lot more if they were like, this is like a flawed piece of art. This isn't the best piece of theatre ever, but I enjoy it.
But it's
got
fun.
good songs, it's fun, and it's well performed. I'd be like, yeah, rock, you know? But the way that they act like it's God's gift to Earth, I think we all need to get a bit of a grip. Anyway, on to something else that is low-key pissing me off this week. This part isn't, but what I have written down in brackets is. Beverly Knight and Billy Porter to host the 2025 Olivier Awards. Seems like we're gonna have to get a VPN again.
I still have mine from last year. It still works.
I've stopped paying for mine. I'm gonna have to.
Mine is free.
Oh, can you send me the link to that next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get some really fun Dutch ads.
I got some French ads last time.
Because
they live stream.
My French is still fucking pissing me off.
You're gonna have to like put your hair in rollers. Stop putting your hair in rollers.
No, I actually am, but it looks fine. Not like that, it doesn't. But generally, it looks fine. Basically, my fringe is not cooperating with me right now.
No.
Esmé is right. I need to put it in rollers.
Do you know what else is pissing me off about the Oliviers? Is that there's no nomination date set. So they're on the 6th. They're like in a month. They're in like a little bit over 2 months. Not 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. Yeah.
When are they? The 6th of April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have no nomination day.
I would have to assume, ideally, by the end of February.
No, I know. I have a feeling I know when the nominations are going to be out because I've also said that we're going to do a nomination episode because I think I could probably predict what's going to be nominated this year, and also want to talk about Great Comet again. And so they did it with exactly a month, give or take, last year. So I've just kind of subtracted a month and been like, I reckon they'll be out this week. Which is exciting.
So anyway, what, like early March?
Yeah, I'm thinking like the 6th of March, like the Tuesday of that. So they like to do them on a Tuesday.
Mm.
Yes, like the 4th of March, if they're going to be on the 5th or the 6th.
Makes sense.
That is Shrove Tuesday. Pancakes.
Oh! We can have pancakes while looking at the nominations.
They live streamed them on TikTok last year, and I was in a lecture when they came out.
What, were you watching?
Well, yeah, it was a break. It was a 2-hour lecture, there was a break, and none of my friends...
Oh my god, you know, I had a 3-hour lecture on Tuesday, and they gave us one 15-minute break.
That's illegal.
I don't think it is.
It feels illegal.
It should be, but I don't think it actually was. It was awful though.
Yeah, no, it sounds it. Speaking of the day of the Olivier Awards, the 6th Pro-Short is being shown in cinemas that day, and they went on sale this week. I'm not gonna go see it in cinema.
No, never seen 6, so maybe I should.
I can't be asked. I'll be too busy going to the Olivier Sparrow to prepare for that. I take award shows ridiculously serious.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what I realised last week when I was talking about the Grammys with my friend.
What?
I don't really care about politics being overtly obvious in my media, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm gonna have media play out in my entertainment, and not politics. If I'm gonna have politics play out in my entertainment, I'd rather have it be in the Grammys, or no, in award shows, if that makes sense. Like the politics of an award show. I get really into that shit. Anyway, moving on. Natasha Yvette Williams, Daniel Parajo, and Jenna Bainbridge are joining Wicked as Marble, Fiyero, and Nessa Rose, respectively. This is the first time that Nessa Rose will be played by a wheelchair user. I've seen like two people saying like, "Oh, how's this gonna work? How's this gonna work?" It's live theatre. They can change shit. Who cares?
Yeah. It's one of those things that they will have figured out how to do.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have cast her.
Yeah.
I am glad that the Wicked movie is being a beacon, not beacon, that the stage show is learning the lessons from the Wicked movie, if that makes sense. Especially on Broadway. And I'm glad that it's giving more opportunities to people.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't have otherwise had them. And also it's a way of keeping Wicked feeling fresh.
Yeah.
Because, like, I would go see it just to see how they did it out of pure curiosity. And I don't even love Wicked like that.
I think they're doing very well at capitalizing off the success of the Wicked movie, because basically everyone is looking at the Wicked stage show and being like, what are they going to do now?
Yeah.
Like, when there's already a very good movie,
Yeah.
how are you going to keep people coming to your show?
Exactly. That reminds me, I said I'd go see the new cast of Wicked in London with my friend.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I've also never seen Wicked apart from the movie.
Toby,
so I should go.
Toby, you could come with me and Toby when we see Zizi Strelling. Let's go.
Okay.
Linda.
I'll come.
I need to talk to him about that, actually. Now I'm going to let you take this one.
Oh my god. They're making a Phantom adaptation just for me. They listen to this podcast, they've heard me talk, and they were like, "Girl, you've got some ideas." Technically, this is not musical news.
What's on Stage reported it, so it's musical news.
It's not actually got anything to do with the musical, though. It's got to do with the book, and I'm looking at my about 10 copies of that right now. Esmé has kindly pasted in just the summary they gave.
Yeah. Because like it is quite like when I read it the first time I had to keep reading it to be like, what the fuck?
But it's very for me. I'm just gonna read out the summary and you're just gonna hear me get more and more excited. The film will follow 18-year-old Anastasia, already off to a strong start, who has just arrived in Paris with the hopes of taking up a position as a ballet dancer at the Opera House. There, ambitious artistic director James Figueres is reviving Orpheus, the mythic opera inspired by the Greek mythological figure and his journey to the underworld to save his mother Eurydice. Holy shit. When Anastasia meets the Opera House's mythical phantom, they embark on an impossible love story. Meanwhile, the prima ballerina, Victoire Belanger, meant for the role of Eurydice, barely escapes death, and Anastasia takes on the star role. Holy shit. I have 2 points here.
Yeah.
Number one, this is just a different story to Phantom of the Opera, if we're being honest. Like, I love it. This is just a different story.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy about it in a lot of ways because I do think a lot of the things that happen in the book work very, very well as just being a book thing. And while I would love to see it adapted in some very faithful way, besides this very weird 1990s like miniseries that my sister's in love with.
The Kenny Ortega one shows promise.
Yeah. I'm excited for that one. I still hold out hope that I can be in that one. This one I think I will have to go see.
Yeah.
Because it sounds perfect for me. Like, that's my second point. It does genuinely sound like it was engineered in a lab for me to go see.
Oh, I literally texted you and I was like, someone in a lab made this for you.
Honestly, like, Anastasia is already a very strong name for me. I love Anastasia, the musical. Orpheus and Eurydice, love that. There was another bit in the article where it was described as having a Hades Town twist.
Well, that's the Office in Eurydice of it all, but also it's like apparently like Twilight vibes.
I really fuck with that.
And I was
It
like,
again, it is just a different story. Like this is not Phantom of the Opera.
I think they're like genuinely calling it like a like an adaptation of the novel.
It will be they'll say like based on the novel by Gaston
Yeah,
Leroux.
inspired by the novel, maybe,
Yeah.
if they really stretch it.
But it's basically they have to say it because there is a mysterious man in the opera house.
In the Paris Opera House. So like there's a phantom in the Paris
If
Opera.
that happens, you just kind of have to be like, yeah, this is kind of based off Phantom of the Opera.
Also, it's a good way to get headlines.
Yeah, as we've just proven.
Well, we were always going to talk about this film because it is
Oh yeah,
massive for you.
massive for me, but fucking massive.
We're living in the
I
Phantom
mean,
lady. We've got this, the Kenny Ortega, the immersive.
I know, and
Um,
just the regular one. My sister was texting me and she was like, "We need to go see it again." I was like, "Do we? What more can we possibly see?"
That's kind of like me in Hades Town, although the casting does keep it.
The thing is that I would go see a Care House again.
I want to go see Lady Cats.
You can come with us.
Yeah.
You could go with my sister.
You?
I'm sure there's things you can talk about.
Yeah, there are things that we use to talk about. This is the second time you've been like to me. You could go with my sister about something.
I think I've said this on the podcast before, but if I haven't, Esmé, if it wasn't for me, Esmé and my sister would be best friends.
Yes.
Like it's when you like actually meet all three of us. It is actually insane that me and Esmé are the ones that are like best friends. It really should be Esmé and my sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, big
Big
year for Phantom news for me.
Yeah. Massive, massive news.
Kenny Ortega, my emails
Everything
are open.
fell up. Rigger Dude revival adds a further lead performer. I did not write down the name, because I did this in the library and I had to leave. Professionalism is what happens.
We're so dedicated to this.
So dedicated. I really want to go see Brigadoon. Oh, I also meant to say this to you. You know there are tickets for £15 for Shocked.
Well, they're actually.
Yeah, we're gonna have to book it like soon.
Well, let's do it because it's open air.
It's open air, and so it's a limited run, and £15 is ridiculously cheap.
All right, let's do it.
And I do want to see Shocked. West End Live announces the dates for the 20th anniversary. Guys, I've not got anything on that weekend, which is strange.
We're gonna be done with uni.
Yeah, does anyone
Not
know of anything massive I could do that weekend so I don't?
Does
Basically,
anyone know any events that would allow me to kind of stand in the scorching sun in a queue all day and like hear some musical theatre but not see anything? I could be up for that.
be up for that. No, the joke with West End Live is that every year for like 7 or 8, actually like almost 10 years now, for as long as I've been aware of it's happening. So yeah, 10 years. I've had something that like I can't miss also on that day. Like I used to do
I'm
shows.
sure something will come up.
Something will come up. I used to do
When's
shows
your graduation?
earlier than that.
Actually.
Well, yeah, because my term's fucked, isn't it? No, I think
Oh,
my
that's true.
graduation's in like a couple weeks after.
Damn. I feel like mine's really late. My graduation might be that week. I
Um,
can look.
um, Last year was the Arrows tour. A couple of years I've been doing shows, so just couldn't go because I was busy that weekend doing a show. 1 year I was at Love on Tour, although we did go that year after me seeing Love on Tour.
Yeah, the day after, which
Day
was
after Love on Tour.
fun.
It was entertaining. What else have I been doing? What's the lives happening? Yeah, just stuff like shows. Like for years I used to do shows, and then the past 2 years it was concerts. Like I weren't missing the Eras tour to go to West End Live.
What were the actual dates for Western Live?
21st? I feel like it's later this year than they've done it in the past.
Yeah, it feels late. 21st to 22nd of June.
Yes. Oh
No,
yeah.
that's fine. My graduation is not until July.
I think my
Literally, my graduation, my date can start from the 21st of July.
Oh, mine can. I think mine's on like the 14th or something of July. Because it's like annoyingly close to when I'm seeing Lana, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to back and forth quite a bit. Um, Now, okay, after this week, I'm not talking about what's happening at the Lyric Theatre for a couple of months. I can't talk about it anymore. We will talk about it next again until we will talk about it next when not even
We
when we
see
see
it.
it. No, no I'm refusing to talk about it on here when we see it because I can't be asked anymore. It will be when we do Hades Town the re-up. And, you know, if you want to get our thoughts on Hades Town the original Broadway cast, you just have to follow us on TikTok. Sorry.
Sorry. If Esmé downloads the videos and sends it to me, I'll post it on the Twitter as well. I'll post like the first like 30 seconds and be like, TikTok, post on the Instagram.
I can't be asked. I should really post on the Instagram more. But no, just follow us on social media because I cannot. I don't want. I love Hades Town, but doing Hades Town corner of the updates at the Lyric Theatre with the original Broadway cast coming in, it's getting to the point. It really looks like we were going to make it through this week without, me having to talk about it. But, unfortunately, and I mean this, when I say unfortunately, I know I sound sarcastic. But unfortunately, Patrick Page has been injured, and so is out the show this week. Well, he's saying this week, but I don't in the statement.
He's basically said for definitely at least this week.
Yeah. Because obviously, you don't know when like he's hurt his leg. You don't know when something like that's going to be fully healed, and you don't want to like go on your leg if you've not.
It's my assumption he was told that like his best case scenario
Is a week.
would be this week.
Um, because of that, they have flown in Philip Boykin to play Hades, which is great. I've heard great things about his Hades. And hopefully Patrick Page will be back up will be good for the pro shot filming. I when I first saw this and I thought they were bringing over Philip Boykin, I was like, interesting that they've not thrown on one of. I sound like I'm being mean to the West End company here, but they are truly outstanding. So, I mean, no hate to them ever. I was like, where are the understudies? Where are the understudies?
I think ultimately it does make sense to put on another like ex-Broadway Hades
for a longer period of time. I think I'm literally going to be sat in the theatre being like, and now the original West End company of Hades Town are going to come out and sing, and when they don't, I'm going to be like, oh fuck, I forgot.
I forgot it's the original West End Broadway cast of Hades Town.
Well, because we talk about it, and I don't feel like it's real.
Yeah.
I'm not in London. I've not seen the signage. I feel quite removed from it, if that makes sense.
I'm not because every couple of days I like Hades Town video will come up. Can I say about OBC Hades Town as well?
Yeah,
They've done one performance so far.
Yes.
As of recording this.
Yes.
I don't know if it's just like I'm seeing one person do this because I am seeing one person do this, or if it's kind of the vibe, and if it's the vibe, stop, please. People are acting like pretentious about being the audience. And I will explain this.
I know exactly what you're all about.
It's people who are like, this audience is electric, but also involved in the story.
And respectful as well.
But we're respectful. We want to cheer all the time, but we won't. We won't. When it's an emotional moment, you could hear a pin drop, but at the end of the songs, we're cheering. And it's like, yes, that's how being an audience member works. And I understand that at the first performance of the original Broadway cast of Hades Town in London, that those are the kind of people that will be there. But even denying I might end up being that kind of person. If someone in that theatre has a phone on,
I will, especially if it's during like flowers. If it's during like flowers, I will hunt you down and kill you with my own two bare hands.
I know, like,
Sorry, something
you're
just
dead.
something I will be petting a pone. Something just took over my body then. I can't
I've
explain
been
it.
making fun of Esme's accent all day today.
I can't explain
But
it.
she made fun of mine first.
Yeah, it was funny as.
I asked Esme to send me an article, but I said send it me.
Send it me. No,
She knew what I meant.
something just came over my body then. I can't explain it.
But like, it's like these people who are like, oh, we're like the best audience.
Audience. Have you got
No,
tickets?
you're not. The audience.
I'm gonna be the best audience member.
I'm gonna get a good grade in Hadestown audience.
I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be the best at Hadestown audience. I'm
Guys,
also
when Andre DeShields did his cooler response, my class was the loudest. We're getting an end of term pizza party. Fuck you. That's what you sound like.
I'm gonna go around every single person's phone, make sure it's on Do Not Disturb myself.
Like, I'm not even. It's fucking not like, well, actually, my class was the best behaved in the sing along assembly. So,
But I'm
sucks to be in a different class.
this is our last time talking about it. I'm so excited to see Hadestown for all of the fucking jokes I've made. My eye is twitching. No, as I was talking, my eye started twitching because I'm like genuinely quite stressed at the moment.
She's lying.
No,
I'm
I'm
so
not.
excited to see all 5 members of
No,
the
I'm just
original
here's
cast of Hadestown.
whenever I would enter the lottery, you like after it says like an image of Amber Grey as Persephone, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm seeing Amber Grey as Persephone. Like I have moments like that where I'm like, oh my god. Also some of the excitement is I am just excited to go home.
Oh my god, same.
I'm so excited to go.
I've been counting down the days. Like I was trying to play it off. I was like, yeah, I'm just really excited to see this theatre show.
So
I'm gonna go home. I can't even say I'm excited to sleep in my bed. Have a bed. If you don't know this bit, at home in London, I sleep in the chair.
it is
And that's
kind of
not a
a
joke.
sofa
It
bed.
is a fact.
It has a mattress-like thing to it.
It folds out
Yes.
into a bed.
Yeah.
I won't say full size, but it does fold out into a bed. There is, however, a metal rod sticking it on.
Yeah, it's not comfortable.
So when I went home for Christmas, let's make a vouchers for like the last week. Every single time she talked to me, like my back hurts so much.
My back hurts.
There's this metal rod pushing into my
Yeah,
back
there
whenever
is
I sleep.
genuinely a metal rod pushing into now. I'm excited to meet
But
my
I
new
want to
dog.
go home.
So excited to go home. My new dog. I'll meet my new dog. Although I don't know if she'll like me. Yeah, I'm also excited to see my actual dog. I miss him. It's one of the homies. Although
Dude, we have got to get through this news.
hear this. Oh, epic free lyrics. Uh, we don't know if they because again there's only been one performance. We don't know what it's seemingly like they've gone back to the Broadway version. Does anyone know what version of If It's True lyrics was sung? Because that's also important to me.
Why am I getting recommended a Patrick Page post?
I don't want to know. All I get on my
Well, can I just say he has put in his caption, results of my MRI should come back soon. I'll keep you posted.
oh
I love when famous people like use Instagram like my dad does.
my mom's Instagram. You cannot tell she has children. It's just of the dogs.
Oh my god.
All I get on my Instagram, the explore page, is the overheard at my university page because there's some absolute bangers on there. Anyway, who knows what's going on with Epic Free? I'm reserving judgment because I had not actually seen the entire show with the old lyrics, so we'll see if they stay or if that was just a one night thing. Who knows? Can someone give me an update on what's going on with If It's True though? That's what I actually really care about. Yeah. Anyway, we're done talking about Hadestown now until the re-up episode. Any last things you'd like to go off your chest about Hadestown before we go? Or we're done for months.
No.
Okay, good.
You say we're done. We're going to talk about it again. Some news is going to happen.
God help me.
Undoubtedly.
What could possibly happen?
Patrick Page does come back. Patrick Page doesn't come back.
Oh, yeah.
Something happens on Broadway. Something happens with Anais Mitchell.
Anais Mitchell new musical.
Don't even tempt me.
She started writing Hadestown during the second Bush administration.
Yeah, she did.
Why am I so single? Cast recording out this week.
We think. I don't actually think it's been confirmed.
I keep
but
thinking it's already out.
As we'll talk about in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They won at least one award at What's on Stage.
They won the casting award.
Which I think we predicted they would.
Yeah.
I feel like our predictions were very spot on.
I like to be right. And I did do election interference.
Oh yeah. Sorry, What's on Stage?
Sorry, organisers, I did do election interference.
But they like posted something about what an incredible start to a very interesting week or something.
Yes. And they
so basically either the show's coming back.
I could see them going somewhere and bringing Lisa Tully and Joe Foster with them.
Yeah, I could see them either doing like a regional production, maybe a tour, but I think it might be a bit early for a tour. Or I think the most likely option is cast recording.
Cast recording, or I can see them going back to like Godspeed where they did first workshopped it.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is also like big for us. Andy's been on one this week, and I like it when Andy's been on one this week in the way he's been on one.
He's been fucking funny.
In like the fun way.
Not in the way where it's like we have to laugh or we'll cry.
Not in like that I'm going to turn up to a farmers protest because I'm a farmer now with my little therapy dog Mojito.
I love Mojito. I would do anything to meet Mojito in real life. I don't even care about meeting Andrew Lloyd Webber anymore. I just really want to meet Mojito.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to tell you something.
What?
So I think I've told you this. You know how there's a like Broadway themed bar?
Yes.
Where I live? I was looking at their website and I was looking at their menu.
Yeah.
And you're gonna understand why Mojito made me think of this. Okay. But they have a drink called Next to Negroni.
No! I have to drink one.
So you're coming down to visit?
Obviously.
They have like Next to Negroni, Hello Daiquiri. Oh my god. I say it weird every time because bartender at Fridays used to say it daiquiri. Hello Daiquiri. Yeah. They have some. I should get it up. They have some pretty good ones.
Okay, should we continue with the Andrew Lloyd Webber news?
Oh, go ahead.
So, big news, everybody. We have time travel back to the 80s, both in the political stance and in the fact that Andrew Lloyd Webber is churning out musicals at an impressive rate for his age. Andrew Lloyd Webber and old friend. Are they friends? Who knows what goes on between the two of them? Tim Rice, or as Andy lovingly refers to him, just does Rice, are working. Their new musical about Sherlock Holmes will premiere in Birmingham this Christmas. So me and Nell are planning a trip to Birmingham.
Starlight Espresso.
That's really good.
No. Nice and domed fashion.
What was I sent Nell an absolutely crazy text.
Oh, I had to screenshot it and send it to multiple people. She sent me a text. I think the timing makes it worse. This was at 10:30 in the morning.
I was
like completely normal. And she sends me the text, is Andy gonna do John Locke? Obviously, yes.
Yes.
Of course he is.
Andy's watched the 2.5 hour video about the John Locke conspiracy.
Like,
Him and Rice have notes on it.
probably.
Sarah Zed's on the production team.
What else is? Oh, he had his incredible bit at Starlight Express.
We'll talk about his incredible bit of starting. Next up, people do not like Electra. It's a very West End heavy week this week, if I'm being honest with you. Um, people do not like Electra.
I think we saw this coming.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to see it because I do really like Daniel Fisher's work. Um, yeah. I don't know.
Apparently, someone said that, like, after it ended, Brie Larson mouthed to the audience, "You can clap now," because no one was applauding.
Yeah.
And that's rough,
That is rough.
but also really fucking funny.
That's bad fucking hilarious.
So we might have to go.
There are cheap tickets around. Jamie Lloyd does another Shakespeare for some fucking reason, and people are mixed on it.
I'm seeing it.
Are you? Are you officially seeing it?
Yeah, well, my mother has said she's buying tickets, so we don't know.
TBD.
I think I'll turn up, I'll go back home,
Yeah.
and I'm meant to be seeing it the night I get home.
Oh God.
So I'm getting home at like midday,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing it that evening.
I'll probably get
So I'll
back.
find out then.
Probably get back to it around like 5, and then I'm like sitting with my dog for like 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, Much Ado About Nothing is my favorite Shakespeare.
Mhm.
From what I've seen of the set, and I'll be honest, I've only seen the curtain call stuff. Do I sound really sick? Because I feel like I sound like really like not
No.
cozy. Um, from what I've seen of the set, and I've only seen the curtain call stuff, it does look like an empty stage with pink bottles and plastic chairs.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
You know, at least he's found a new color.
Yeah. We've had black for Sunset Boulevard and Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
We had blue
Oh, was
for
Tempest
the
blue?
Tempest. Yes, because it's water.
Okay, yeah.
So lots of blue.
Lots of
But
blue.
also a lot of black, I will say.
Oh.
Dark blues and blacks.
Yeah, so we branched out. We've got something a bit brighter.
And now we've got pink. The guy who was really good
Oh,
in
Mason Alexander Park.
yes. Very good in the Tempest.
Yeah.
Excited to see them again.
Yeah. Some more Andy news. Andrew Lloyd Webber illusionist inching towards, says Michael Harrison, his new busy mate. Now this is the Andrew Lloyd Webber project that really, really excites me. It gives me a reason to live in a way few projects do. Mainly because I just want to hear some Andrew Lloyd Webber music with Bruno Major lyrics.
Fucking love Bruno Major.
I forget that that's happening, and then I hear it, and I'm like, oh,
Oh my God, Bruno Major.
I'm out for that. Next up, Sarah Hyland makes her debut in Gatsby a day early.
Fun.
Good for her. She's great. Hour Debate concert in London at the Palladium. Lambert Jackson almost committed a war crime against me. That's the joke. Because they were posting like next normal lyrics, and I literally texted now when leave. Can they leave me alone? Because I was like, what the fuck could they be doing with next to normal? Because it's just had a London run, and then I was like, they better not be hosting a reunion concert because I really don't like Alice Ripley because she does some serious allegations against her. But I do think I would need to hear Jennifer Damiano sing Superboy the Invisible Girl. You know? Like, that's the conundrum I faced. But thankfully it didn't happen because it's an out of it concert, which is probably for the best. It sold out really quickly, and then Lambert Jackson did their thing of, oh, we're just going to add another one due to popular demand. And it's like, well, you're always going to add another one. Just announce to. But I guess you guys like the theatrics. Yeah. Merrily Film, which is coming out in, I believe, I genuinely think this film is coming out in like 2040.
Is something. Should I look at
Yeah.
merrily you roll along?
Film
So
released.
it started in 2019.
Yep. So it will be released in the early 2040s. Do you think we'll all still be here in the early 2040s?
Maybe.
Um, so they're like casting people in increments because like a couple of months ago it was announced that Mallory Blackjewel would be playing.
It was undisclosed,
No,
apparently.
it's pretty obvious who she's playing.
Yeah.
She's playing the Not a Day Goes By, whose name has slipped my head character. Yeah, so she's playing him. Um, and they've announced that Hannah Cruz will be playing Gussie.
I think
Oh,
it'll be fun.
Beth,
But
that's her name.
yeah.
Yeah, it will be fun. I just see stuff about it, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this because I have to wait 20 years to see to see this to fruition. Um, Next up, Shucked casting has been announced for further. Um, I'm very excited about Shucked. We need to really look in when we're gonna go see that because I really want to go see it. And they performed independently owned. I really do love that song.
Mm.
Like I've heard like two songs from Shucked, one of them being independently owned. Um, Next up we have Here You Come Again. The Dolly Parton musical released a statement after homophobic abuse during the show. Um, this is just depressing, actually,
Yeah.
and rude and horrible. So we're just gonna keep it moving. Austin Land with Lucy Jones, which is a musical concert.
I think so.
It is a musical concert.
But
I don't really know the plot. I'm a bit confused about it. Is it like Pride and Prejudice, sort of? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Um, Sam, Tati, and Joanna. Oh God,
Dejona?
Jonah gift in a new workshop for a musical. Again, we're continuing this trend of just workshopping to the public, which in some
Which
cases,
I don't hate.
yeah. I hate how much they're often charging for it. You know? And this is just big for us, because I just keep seeing it on Twitter, people flying for this. Operation Mincemeat starts performances on Saturday on Broadway. So excited!
So excited.
I feel like this was the first. Well, no, this is just the order that they're written down on here. This isn't the order in which they happened. But first, it was Best Performer in a Musical, sponsored by Ticketmaster.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What a winner.
Now we were like, this is kind of a competitive category.
Yeah.
Because we could see it going to Georgia Castle, Joe Foster, Lisa Tully, or Imelda Staunton, who was obviously who you were really pulling for.
My friend is doing that thing, and I can tell you're not listening, you're not looking at me because of it.
It's a reflux, okay? It's a rejection, it's a survival instinct. My face has gone red.
I feel really red.
I feel really red. But I just go red.
I think it's just because my hands are really pale, so I kind of look red.
I just go red. It's really annoying. Anyway, Amanda Staunton won. Fun fact: this is her third What's on Stage award, and she was
Icon.
which is like, how does one get Imelda Staunton at their event? I have questions about how these events.
And how can we get Imelda Staunton here?
What event will we host to get Imelda Staunton there? We conduct our own award show where I give Donald Finn an award for his Orpheus. You could give one to Imelda Staunton.
Just for like being herself.
You could give her the Imelda Staunton Award for excellence.
The Imelda Staunton Award of Excellence.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we have Best Supporting Performer in a Musical by Newman Displays. Didn't know they were a company. Happy for them. And it went to Melanie LaBarry for Hadestown.
Also very happy with this one.
Buzzing with this one. It was the day of her last performance as well. What a way to round out the run by winning an award for it.
Was that the day of it? Was it the day before? No, they don't do.
No, it was the Sunday.
She had an incredible speech as well, I remember.
Mm-hmm. And this was another competitive category because I really thought Jade and Mim for Starlight Express and Tom Zander and Grace Miller had a really good chance. But I'm happy Hadestown.
I think again this was one of the ones where we were like, I think we could see it going to any of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy it was Melanie LaBarry.
Like Melanie LaBarry was my vote.
Yeah.
Best Performer in a Play went to David Tennant in Macbeth.
I think we guessed this as well.
Yeah, because we were like, there are three, because obviously this is a popularity contest. And there are three massively popular people on this list. Tom Holland, Michael Sheen, David Tennant.
And I think the thing, I don't know if we articulated it well when we were doing our guesses with the nominations.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one of those three who has enough fans who are actually into theatre and will vote in the What's on Stage Awards.
Who knows what's happening.
Yeah, is David Tennant.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as well, a lot of the people who vote on What's on Stage Awards are, like us, more interested in musicals.
Yes.
And so they're looking at the play sections, not as, which of these did I like more? It's, okay, well, I know who David Tennant is, so I'll vote for him.
A lot of people who sold out the run of Romeo and Juliet with Tom Holland so quickly, it was probably their first, one of their first theatre going experiences.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation about London fashion earlier, and you know the Tom Holland at the stage door pics of him walking into his car in his full-on tracksuit. That's what you should have explained London fashion as.
Yeah.
Because I saw a tweet at the time that was like, girls need to stop thirsting over this. There's an entire place called Kingston where guys just dress like this.
Trust, you can have your pick.
Trust, come to some areas and you can have your pick. Next up was Best Supporting Performer in a Play, and it went to Freema Eagleman for Romeo and Juliet. I'm happy that the production of Romeo and Juliet is being awarded for its supporting cast.
Yeah.
Because they were the best part from every review I've heard.
And I will say, I don't have many fond memories of the time of Romeo and Juliet's run. It felt like every single part of it was clouded in some way, which sucks.
Either by the racism of the fans or
the
just
racism, the fans. This start of Jamie Lloyd's apparent inability to do Shakespeare. So I am glad that at least the actors are getting some respect now.
I am pushing for Frances Amorim Rivers, Olivier nom.
Yeah.
But I've been pushing for that since she got cast. I was like, yeah, she's probably more talented.
It's yeah, fuck it. Sure.
Give her the Olivier. Best takeover performance went to Leighton Williams for Cabaret.
I feel like we didn't guess on this one because it was very much.
It was. I was surprised that I love Leighton Williams. I saw him as the MC in Cabaret, And I voted for him because I was
And
like,
the iceberg.
I love him as the iceberg in Titanic. He's so good. Him singing River Deep Mountain High. Um, but I was also like, so Tobias Tully and then Cara Delevingne have large online fan bases.
Hmm.
But I think Leighton Williams is also beloved in the theatre community, as well as
Yeah.
having a bit more of a name appeal. Because he was in Bad Education and was very talented. Now this one, I was worried about this one.
Yeah.
I didn't want us to be giving awards to Heathers in the year 2025. Sorry, Esmé Bowler.
I'm sure you were great.
Very lovely gal. I'm not giving awards to Heathers in 2025. So instead it went to Jivan Breach for Starlight Express. Very,
Deserved.
very like happy with him. He's like 17 or 16.
I know. He
Oh,
like
and he's
skipped his GCSEs to be in
A-level.
Starlight Express or
Go
something
be
ridiculous.
Rusty in Starlight Express, and he is so good at it. You wouldn't be able to tell that this is his first professional job.
No, he's incredible. Lots
He
of
is
respect. I will
outstanding.
come and see Starlight Express someday.
We could enter the locomotive lottery.
Let's do it.
Very happy
We
for
make
him.
our best decisions on seeing shows in Wembley when we're stood on the train station entering lotteries, if we're being honest.
If we're being honest.
If we're being honest.
That's where we really cook.
I do think, even with the kind of your thing about Heathers, which I do get, in despite that kind of doubt, there wasn't really any like much doubt in my mind that this wasn't going to go to
No.
Javan Bridge.
Yeah.
I think
award, like last year it went to Grace Hodgett Young because of the year she'd also had.
Yeah. I think obviously everyone on the list, very, very talented.
Yes.
But out of all of them, I think Javan Bridge is the name I've heard the most.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we said when we were doing our guesses, that's what What's on Stage awards are kind of based around because it's fan voted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am also pushing for his Olivier nom for this.
I would say with almost certainty, I'm willing to say with almost certainty that he will get a nomination. I think Olivier's are harder to predict if he'd win.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea who'd win.
But I think he will get a nomination.
I think who is it playing Benjamin Button? By the time we do our predictions, I'll have a name written down. But I think he's the biggest competition because I mean I haven't seen that show, but he does not leave the stage and he is going through a very physical transformation and it's technically quite impressive.
Yeah.
Something else I was gonna say. Also, I am pulling for the woman who plays Pearl to get some kind of like I don't think she'd be in Best Leading, maybe Best Featured Actress. Because I don't know her name off the top of my head. I didn't get programmed because they were expensive.
Eve? I want to say it's Eve, but I think I'm lying.
No, I think it's also a K.
Well, let me get up solo.
Her movements were very fluid, like all as one. Like she would skate and like it sounds so specific, but I found her movements very satisfying. That makes sense?
Hannah?
Yes. Her. Very impressed by her. I think she might maybe petitioned to be in
Hannah Monticello.
Yes.
That's the name.
I think she'd be put in leading, which if she's leading, she's not getting in. It's just is it a competitive season for leading?
I think Starlight is going to do pretty well at nominations.
Yes.
But I think part of it is obviously Starlight is also a revival.
Yes.
So I think Benjamin Button, pretty big contender.
Well, the female role in Benjamin Button. Lowen Lowen is just kind of she's the archetypal female lead. She's the ingenue to her T. But I'm also pulling for Tunisia Dawn May for Natasha.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Finally, some great comment bootlegs come on TikTok. And I may or may
A
not have
big
one.
week for us.
I may or may
We'd
not have
never
one.
watch a bootleg.
But it's closed now, so I don't
Yeah,
feel
so it's fine. I think this happens every year, but the What's on Stage Awards have made me really excited for the Oliviers.
yeah. Yeah, I I love award shows. I love award shows.
Yeah, I do like that the Oliviers are a lot of fun.
Like the Oliviers are so unpredictable, like what the categories are gonna be even called.
Yeah, love it.
Love it. It's throwing caution to the wind and going, yes, we are gonna put Groundhog Day and Hades Town in revival.
Why? Because we fucking feel like it. Why not?
Because the wind is going that way, and we want to go with that wind. Um, I also do think that we can't rule out the fact that Andrew Lloyd Webber might get an award for the additions to the Starlight Express score
And he'd deserve it.
over Dave
Love
Malloy,
that guy.
even over
No,
Dave Malloy.
but again, it's a thing of the Oliviers do kind of hate international musicals.
Yeah,
So is Your Lie in April Olivier's this year?
yeah. I don't think it's gonna. Although it did get decent reviews.
Yeah,
Should I tell you what
it
else?
did.
Should I tell you what else might be eligible?
What?
I don't know because I don't say. The Clueless musical.
Oh my God.
It's not open yet. Like it's starting performances like tonight or tomorrow night.
Oh my God.
But the season doesn't officially end until next week. So
This is like last year's Tony season. We sat there, we were like, Grey House was this season.
House was this year. No, because our like seasons feel so much longer because we're with the Tony seasons where it kind of starts off with like a couple of shows over summer and then like a couple of shows in the autumn and then like everything comes in like now.
Yeah.
It is like no one cares. The producers don't care about the Oliviers as much. So they literally just open whenever they feel like it. And so they might be shut by then. And I hope that Comet was done over Christmas and just ended now a week before the season ends so that they can keep some momentum going.
Mm.
Now next up, oh Jesus fucking Christ, I forgot about this category. So Andrew Lloyd Webber presented this award. You're gonna do best new musical sponsored by Travel Zoo, of course. Went to Mean Girls.
Sure.
A musical you went, why is it a best new musical? I have to go, well, it's having its UK premiere, so we have to think best new musical. I unfortunately don't think we can rule it out from getting a best new musical nomination at the Oliviers.
I think it might get nominated.
I don't
Benjamin Button is winning.
like it is Benjamin Button's at this
We
point.
could put money on it now, and I would feel confident. Benjamin Button is winning Best New Musical at the Oliviers.
And I'm going to be pissed about it from a great comedy perspective, but I walked out of that theatre after seeing it and went, could someone just give it Olivier already?
If Great Comet wins, I will be so fucking happy.
Guys, if Great Comet wins, I will do a Spider-Man Tale of the Dark episode and not complain about it.
Oh my God. You're going to complain about it, so just not in the episode. If fuck, what can I do? If Great Comet wins Best New Musical at the Oliviers, I don't know. I'll go see Moulin Rouge.
Why am I making this because it's not happening?
Exactly. I was gonna do I'll listen to Light in the Piazza, but then I was like, no, because it's not happening.
Well, because you want, like, I think you would. The thing with Light in the Piazza is, I think you would like it.
I would enjoy it. I would really like it. Yeah. If Great Comet wins, I'm not even gonna take Esmé with me. I'm gonna buy a single seat and go and sit through Moulin Rouge. Sober.
Yeah.
And I will happily do it because Great Comet will have won Best New Musical at the Oliviers. I will book the ticket on the night.
If like it happens, we'll post screenshots of me starting to read for.
We're gonna be like on FaceTime. And it's me crying as I book a ticket to the Moulin Rouge.
And me just going, oh
I
God.
will be happy.
Me just like so happy, but also at the same time being like, I can't believe I have to do this. Because the thing with Spider-Man is it's just going to be a lot of work, and I don't actually care.
Yeah. So Olivier voters, keep that in mind.
I mean, it would have been nice to see Why Ice is Single win this award, because they did win casting, which I think is blue. Yeah,
Is at some point.
at some point. They did win casting, but it would have been nice for them to win this one. But you know, the 14-year-olds came out in their droves, and I guess I can't complain. Those are the rules.
Because that was you once.
Exactly. You can't lose contact with your younger self, whatever it is Joe Didion said. Um, best musical revival. Now you don't have to kill yourself.
I'm so glad that didn't stay in. How much of it stayed in?
Me, you saying, and Esmé, don't cut this. Okay, I won't cut this if you make a suicide joke and then you made it.
Okay, perfect. I think this one as well was like shockingly hard because I was like, I would obviously love Hadestown to win. I would love Hello Dolly to win, and
Yeah.
I would love Starlight Express to win. I went to
Yeah.
Starlight, which in of itself unsurprising.
So this is when Andy said his piece about Starlight.
Oh,
There's
what
been
a man!
about this for like hours.
He comes up on stage. He's accepting his award of Best Musical Revival. Best. The crowd's going wild. We love Starlight Express.
We weren't there.
He comes up on this stage and he's like, Starlight Express is not the best music. Everyone is shocked by this. They're like, why would he say that? Fucking course he would.
He's getting self-awareness.
I think it's the thing of he doesn't want what happened at like Bad Cinderella to happen, where he was like, this is the best musical ever written, and everyone was like, are you fucking insane?
Are you
I think he also, do you know, I actually think that everyone has fallen into his trap, which is that he wants people to compliment him. And he's doing that thing of being like like deprecating. He's like, no guys, like Starlight Express isn't even like that good of a musical. Like I could have done so much better on it. And everyone's like, this guy's insane. Starlight Express is incredible. And he's like, guys, oh, you're making me, oh, I'm blushing. And you've fallen into Andrew Lloyd Webber's trap.
I mean, he's having a good time. He's living his life.
I can't even like hate him for it.
No, and he's not being annoying about it. Sometimes when he's just like being Andy, he's being like annoying and making it our issue, aka Starlight Express, firing Patti LuPone.
He's just being funny.
He's got the bands.
It's great.
I genuinely think that poltergeist was actually haunting him.
I think it actually was.
The second he got rid of that, he's been acting so normal, except for the
I think he was like possessed.
Yeah.
Because like you look at Andrew Lloyd Webber from what, like 20, 30 years ago?
Not even like 20, 30 years ago. Like literally like Phantom closing on the talk shows, the Phantom weren't like this.
Yeah. Like I think he was actually possessed
By the Phantom.
By the Phantom. And then he took like a couple months to, I don't know, take his private jet somewhere and like relax in the tropics.
Yeah.
And he's come back and he's funny again.
He's got the bands. He's talking to Rice again. He's making a musical with Bruno Major. He's bringing back Evita, arguably one of his best works, and has realized Starlight Express is not that good.
You know, like Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
Like how he's got his little picture in the attic and it's like draining his life force or whatever.
Yeah.
I think genuinely that's what Phantom was doing. Phantom on Broadway was doing that to Andy. Like he made some kind of deal with the devil and was like, please just make Phantom successful on Broadway. It's all I've ever wanted.
Forever. And like the last time he felt alive before Phantom closed was when he was DJing Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Fucking, I miss that every day. But yeah, I think like
I'm gonna go to the Andrew Lloyd Webber DJ set on the streets of New York every single day.
Andy, can you do a second one in London?
Can you just shout down the street where Phantom is? We'll be there.
Honestly. But yeah, I think he was like, he genuinely sold his soul and then he finally like rebelled against the devil.
Yeah.
Phantom closed and he's like regained his health.
He's also looking healthier.
Like, honestly, he is. He's glowing.
Glowing. He's become friends with Michael Harrison. So when I'm like joking, like, "Oh, that's Andy and Kara's mate," no, I think we should all applaud Michael Harrison every time we talk about him because he has genuinely saved the legacies of Cameron McIntosh and Andrew Lloyd Webber, two people whose legacies they were going to fuck up themselves.
Yeah. Do you know what as well? I think it was the release of the Cats movie.
That
And
did
he was basically like, this deal with the devil has gone too far. All of my other projects are flopping.
Bad Cinderella.
Yes, Phantom's still successful, but I've had enough. And then
I
he was like rebelling, and so the devil made Bad Cinderella a worse flop.
um.
Let's move on.
Anyway, best new play. Um, it went Spirited Away. Makes sense. I think Spirited Away might go into family comedy, family entertainment.
Yeah,
If so, with that, I have no idea what's going to happen. With slave plays specifically at the Olivier's.
I could see them being. I could see them trying to give it something. Just think it was so controversial.
I can see it get nominated for a lot and then not winning anything.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but
Interesting.
play revival.
A revival.
No
Macbeth
shocks.
at the Dunbar Warehouse. Good for the Dunbar. Love you. Love you, Queen. Um, yeah, I've got no comments, thoughts, feelings. Don't really play Gal. Now
Best
it's
West End show, another win for us.
6-1. Now that might not seem like a win for us, but it is because Midsweet didn't win.
I feel like Best West End show is always like crazy.
It is always a flip of a coin because every one of them, apart from Midsweet, because it's his first year able to win it, has won it. I did see someone say they should place term limits, and I was like, that's no fun. Let Les Mis get its extra What's on Stage award every.
Listen, guys, eventually people get bored, and that's why Phantom didn't get nominated this year.
Although this is the 25th year of them doing it.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Best regional production went to Oliver. Oliver is probably Operation Mincemeat's, not Operation Mincemeat, Starlight Express's biggest competition at the Olivier's.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. Kind of figure that that's happening because it's so expensive, so I can't go see it. Best off West End production went to Diary of a Gay Disaster. I heard very sorry, what?
What?
Dear Young Monster at the Bristol Old Vic is not off West End, that's regional love.
One of them's in Sheffield. So
Okay. I need to talk to the organisers.
I feel like I kind of get it because Bristol, Sheffield, yeah, I guess do tend to have understand what the difference between off West End and regional is in these awards. They just kind of make it up as benefits.
Yeah. Yeah. Anywho, happy for Diary of a Gay Disaster. I've heard good things about that. That was one that I've like heard of. Um,
Concert event, something rotten. We guessed that.
Something rotten, but they said that it might be coming back to London.
It might be what?
Coming back to London. It's been a very long day.
Mm-hmm.
Might be coming back to London, and I don't know where they would go because
No.
there's so little theatres available.
Still very intrigued if
It could work.
yeah. Also, Spies Are Forever.
Oh yeah.
And no, Star Kid. Star. Hmm.
I don't know if Starkid was eligible.
Who knows?
Who knows? Again, I have questions. Best direction went to Emma Rice for Buddha of Suburbia. I saw posters for this like everywhere over Christmas.
Mm.
Apparently it was good. This is also big for me. This is massive.
Big win.
Massive for me. It's almost like a win for my home girl, Anais Mitchell. Best musical director's division went to Hadestown.
Yes.
People finally have some taste. Best casting direction went to Why I Say Go, which is nice.
I'm glad they got a win.
I am glad they got a win. Now we
I
had
guess this one.
You were right. I was wrong. Best
I
choreography
fucking knew it.
it went to MJ because of the iconic moves, I guess. Now this one I had to send a text to a friend and go, I'm so sorry. Starlight Express has just won a costume nomination. People have no taste. Starlight Express won for costumes.
I didn't even fault them really. Fine.
Like you come away from Starlight Express thinking about the look of it because it is so distinctive.
Like, I get why people hate that it won this. I also get why it won it.
Yeah. I saw it coming from a mile away though as well. Best lighting design also went to Starlight Express. Again, makes sense. The show is so predicated around lights. It's epic.
Yeah.
Best set design.
Now this is where we get into the sweet.
Yeah, Starlight Express. Best sound design went to Macbeth.
Congrats.
No, because apparently you put headphones on.
That's fun, actually.
Yeah. More sweep. Best video design went to Starlight Express. Again, the video design is really quite sick actually for it because they have videos of the races and it's more interesting than say what Mean Girls would do their video design where we're just going to show you some projections almost.
Yeah.
And then best wigs, hair, and makeup went to Starlight Express.
I guess that makes sense. I would say I appreciate the wigs, hair, and makeup more than costumes.
Yes, yeah, because I did just call the costuming distinctive, but it is also very reminiscent of whatchamacallit?
Six.
What are we doing next week?
I could not tell you, man.
I know.
We might not even have something in.
No, we do. It's a show.
We are. I don't remember why, but
I think we just decided, yeah, that's a good show. Let's do it. Well, it makes sense with our debate being in the news this week. We are, of course, doing that Moulin Rouge. I'm joking. We're not doing Moulin Rouge next week. We are doing Catch Me If You Can.
Can you imagine if I have to go see Moulin Rouge and then we have to do an episode on it and I have to talk about it?
Are you waiting for me to go see it so we can do an episode on it?
Yes. Because then I can sit here in silence and be like, I don't know, I haven't seen it. I don't care, I haven't seen it. I don't like it. I think it's stupid.
I think it's stupid.
Why are there 90 songs?
That is a good question. That is a deep question. I should ask my friend who likes it and seen it.
If I go see it, you're gonna be like, no, what do you think of this show?
How effective do you of a Labiba Web retelling do you believe Moulin is? No, we're doing Catch Me If You Can with Aaron Devey and Kerry Butler and Norbert Leoberts and not 90 million pop songs crammed into it.
I reckon. Wait.
Huh?
No, I shouldn't put this out there.
What are you gonna put out there?
I think we're gonna end up doing Moulin Rouge this summer.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. Get down to post.
I've got some great posts lined up.
Guys, we've got some great posts coming at you soon. TBD. Although if you feel morally opposed to being on Twitter, that's fine.
I can make a Tumblr. I think people would feel better about that. I'm happy to make a Tumblr.
Yeah, no, now that we're talking about making a Tumblr and just posting on it like it's not in promotion of the podcast, just posting.
I might just revamp my personal Tumblr. Without telling anyone. People I actually semi-talk to follow me on there.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you, we're going straight to promotion.
You know what's crazy as well? I'm not even gonna delete anything on there. It's just immediately gonna go in. You are gonna have to sift through my MCYT post to find anything.
Anyway, we're gonna do a normal episode next week, catch you if you can, and then the week after, who knows what we're doing because it is all predicated on something else happening. And then who knows what we're doing. Anyway, speak to you guys soon. Bye bye.